Farmer Producer Organization, Chapter 4, Part 4 Early Experiences in Collective Marketing. When the first generation of farmer producer organizations turned their attention to collective marketing, the excitement was tangible. For many farmers, it was the first time they entered a mandi or negotiated a price not as individuals but as part of an organized collective. They arrived at markets with bulking quantities, standardized quality, and a sense of bargaining power that they had never experienced before. Initial success provided important moral boosts. In Maharashtra, the Mahagrapes Consortium showed how smallholder grape farmers, by pooling their produce, adopting uniform quality standards, and collectively negotiating with exporters, could access European and Middle Eastern markets directly. During peak years in the early 2000s, Mahagrapes members reported realizing 20 to 30% higher farmgate prices compared to selling individually through local traders. Closer to home markets, turmeric farmer groups in Nizamabad district, Telangana managed to pool and sell bulk turmeric lots collectively. By avoiding fragmented sales through multiple commissioned agents, they secured direct sales to processors at prices 10 to 12% higher than prevailing local mandi rates during the 2008 to 2010 period. These early achievements proved two important points. First, that aggregation genuinely enhanced bargaining power, and second, that market linkages could be built even without large capital investments provided there was trust, quality control, and effective logistics. Yet, alongside these successes, struggles emerged almost immediately. One of the most common challenges was the difficulty in sustaining quality consistency across members. Buyers, particularly institutional or export oriented ones, demanded uniformity in size, weight, color, and moisture content. Requirements that many small farmers accustomed to informal practices found difficult to meet. Even in Mahagrapes, occasional quality rejection at the exported destination resulted in losses that were difficult to absorb at the farmer's level. Logistical bottlenecks also limited the potential of collective marketing. Without access to affordable transportation, cold storage, or simple drying and grading units, many FPOs found themselves unable to maintain produce qualities between harvest and sale. In Andhra Pradesh, a World Bank supported review of FPOs found that only 17% of surveyed FPOs had regular access to dedicated transport or storage facilities in 2017. Market entry barriers were another hidden but powerful constraint. Many organized buyers preferred dealing with larger, already established aggregators who could guarantee volume and consistency. Early FPOs, despite enthusiasm, struggled to match those expectations. Some FPOs, after initial attempt at direct marketing, found themselves reverting back to selling through local traders because immediate payments, even if at lower prices, offered liquidity that the small producer organization desperately needed. Delayed payments also became a significant stress factor. FPOs operating in new markets often extended credit sales, delivering produce first with payments promised weeks later. For cash strapped FPOs and their members, payment delays of even one more credit created ripple effect of distress, mistrust, and erosion of confidence. Moreover, internal management challenges surfaced as volume grew. Without robust inventory management, accounting system, and member coordination, some FPOs faced operational breakdowns during the critical harvesting and marketing season. However, despite these struggles, the most modest gains from collective marketing efforts were undeniable. Field data collected by SFSC shows that among actively marketing FPOs, average farmgate price realization improved by 8 to 15% compared to individual farmer sales, depending on crop type, season, and region. However, the volume of produce marketed collectively remained small relative to total production. A study in 2012 indicated that only about 25 to 30% of member farmers' total produce was aggregated and sold through FPO channels in the first 3 years of operation. The remainder continued to be sold individually or through traditional middlemen, reflecting the challenges of building scale, trust, and operational efficiency quickly. The experiences also highlighted a sobering but important reality. Collective marketing alone could improve incomes modestly but would without parallel investment in value addition, grading, processing, and branding, the margins would always be limited. FPOs realized that aggregation was only the first step. Moving deeper into the value chain was essential to capture additional value. At the same time, the early experiments planted the seed of confidence. Even small marketing wins, a few thousand rupees extra per quintal of paddy, or the first successful export of grapes demonstrated to the farmers that they were no longer powerless in the market if they stood together. In the chapters of India's rural economy, these first collective marketing experiences did not mark a revolution. They marked something more enduring, a quiet evolution of farmers' aspirations from being passive price takers to becoming informed strategic participants in the marketplace. These experiences laid the groundwork for the next wave of FPO strategies where value addition, direct marketing, branding, and digital market linkages would become integral part of collective enterprise journey. Thank you.